Hood Postman, City, Hood, Click. Let's go.
Flow on this one, I'ma have to let it go on this one. Hood Postman, I'ma lock the door on this one. Putting in that labor and it's so intensive. Trying to change the game, gotta be inventive. It's all about sacrifice, but it's so expensive. And when I touch the pen, man, my soul get pensive. They telling all these stories, but they so late in it. They laughing to the bank, but they so long interest. And we just so different. Turning all our foes to friendships. Turning all our foes to kinships. Cause it's all about the family. We fighting this insanity, dealing with calamity. Under canopies, I'm thinking about peace, but they telling me it's a fantasy. On the other hand, we ain't never had an upper hand, so I understand that it's all about humanity. Putting truth in these lines, while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray we all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is going to send you big. Lock the door.
Lock the door. Shout out to the Mailroom Nation and the Mailroom Goons. I am Professor Melly Bell, the Hood Postman. Be sure to click that notification bell, like, subscribe, share, drop a comment down below. Some of the dope content hit. It'll feel like the first and the 15th. Welcome to the Mailroom. You come in, take a look at your mind, examine what's in your heart. Go anywhere in the world to get a couple of lives, but you come right here to get the truth, and that truth you shall receive. Welcome. This is not a glorification or a glamorization. It's always an education. Get on the bus and let me take you to school, guys. Today is important. I want you guys to make sure. I know it's a lot of people probably got their heads stuck in football right now, but that's okay. Share this information. Share it with your friends, family, and anybody that's out there in the streets, because the streets died the moment everybody got on the internet. Let's make that clear. So this is about all the things that's been happening within the Compton community, San Pedro community, even all the way as far as back as Big U, and which I declare of shout out to you. What I want you guys to understand is that the government is now running roughshod over the Constitution. And what I mean by that, they got a program that's called Spearfish. Spearfish is something that they introduced in Afghanistan and Iraq and other nations across the waters when they was engaging in war, and they was trying to listen and understand how they was moving and what they was doing. So now that technology is now here in the United States, and it's called on-device interception tool and Spearfish. So Spearfish, let me explain it. Spearfish is a technology that they move into a mobile truck, and they go into a community where there are cell towers at. And while they went around these cell towers, they're able to download everything from pictures to texts to conversations, and then bank it once they get it and go sift through it, shout out to Slick, and they shift it back to the cell tower, and they go right directly back to the individuals that it was intended for. So recently we saw the San Pedro boys get taken down. We saw Big U get down. Now we seeing people in Compton. They call it the NWA, Nellis, West Side, Athens. So let me get into a little more detail in that. A lot of individuals was charged with possessions of firearms. So here's the matter of fact, let me read it to you. I got the advisory. Advisory, along with local federal partners, executed multiple location search warrants tied to murder, criminal gang violence. 18 arrests. Sheriff Department, along with the local federal partners, executed multiple location searches warrant tied to criminal murder and criminal gang violence. 18 arrested. Early Thursday morning, that Thursday, Los Angeles County Sheriff Department led a large-scale multi-location search warrant operation stemming from the investigation into the murders of 46-year-old Amber, who was on the south side of the country, was occurred on August 27, 2005, 1300 block of Long Beach Boulevard in Compton. During the same incidents, deputies pursued an armed suspect, came under fire, resulting in an attempted murder investigation involving deputies. This operation also stems from an ongoing investigation by the federal government investigating San Gabriel Valley Safe Street Task Force, was comprised of FBI agents, members in the Los Angeles County Sheriff Department into the criminal gang activities operating in and around Compton area. Through the joint investigation, law enforcement learned that several gang members had formed a coalition, were engaged in an ongoing feud with rival gangs, contributing to the increased violence around this region. So again, Spearfish is in full operation. So people it's what's crazy about how underinformed and how information poor people in our community are. They only believe in things, the trends and who they like and things on the surface. They don't go down. So this is what my advice to most of the guys that are arrested: go and get your federal sentence guideline book and read 924C, 924E, and 924G. Those are federal statutes. Using 924C is using a firearm in the commission of a crime. 924E is the Armed Career Criminal Act. In other words, you had multiple arrests under gun charges. It's a minimum 15 years. Then shipping. Then 924G is shipping or transporting interstate commerce or transferring a weapon from another state to another state. You be ineffective commerce. This is also a federal statute. So there's other things, elements that attach to this 924C, 924E, 924G. So let me keep reading. Approximately 820 law enforcement personnel participate in a coordinated pre-planned search warrant operating representing a unified effort among local, community, federal agencies, Sheriff Department, Homicide Bureau, along with special sheriff units, including Operation Safe Street, Narcotics Bureau, Forgery, Cyberspace, other words, cyberspace. Pay attention, cyberspace, Operation Spearfish, ODET, on device interception tool. Other words, whether you FaceTiming or texting, they're right there simultaneously with you, listening and hearing everything you say. So when these things heard, people start texting, people start asking questions, that what happened, who did this, who that, and then people start texting it to their friends and families and homeboys. And right there, the feds is already on task gathering that information. So the Bureau of Forgery and Cyberspace, Major Crimes Bureau, Community Partnership Bureau, Special Enforcement Bureau, Operation Safe Jails, and several departments patrol stations. Partner agents include the Los Angeles County District Attorney, Office of a Bureau of Investigation, Long Beach Police Department, Alhambra Police Department, Pasadena Police Department, Torrance Police Department, Redondo Beach the Police Department, El Monte Department, Chino Hills, Gardena, and Whittier, and federal law enforcement partners from Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, Explosives, and Drug Enforcement Administration played an integral role with additional assistance provided by the Los Angeles Sheriff Department of Children and Child Services. So this is really getting deep. So a large-scale operation of 25 locations across Los Angeles, San Bernardino, Orange County, including cities of Compton, Glendora, Fullerton, Long Beach, Glendale, San Pedro, Carson, Paramount, Chino, Gardena, Stanton, and the incorporated county areas of Los Angeles that resulted in 18 arrests of those, as several were taken into custody for weapons, narcotic violation, and suspects were arrested under unrelated murder investigation that occurred in the city of Compton. They got all the names here. I'm not going to read the names because you know, if you don't know, that's it. I'm not reading nobody's name, but I will say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. At least 11 people were arrested on weapons charges. Those individuals that was arrested on weapons charges, they might have got cited out, they might have got a ticket, or they might have got some type of county situation. But know this, bro. It ain't over. The feds is going to come back, because here's the thing. Anytime you form something associated with the feds are now doing with this Spearfish is that it's a wireless phone tap. In other words, they don't need a judge to sign off on it. That's the Trump administration superseding, going over the head of the Constitution. And by them not needing a wiretap sign off by a judge, they can just take your information. They listening. They zeroing in, man. You guys got to be careful with this stuff. And so you got 11 people with goddamn it violations, right? So they're going to fit anywhere to the 924C, 924E, 924G, depending on where they land, depending on if they have other significant other charges that was related to in possession of illegal firearms, so on and so forth. And I advise you to go get your federal sentencing guidelines and look at it, because it's going to give you statute, it's going to give you levels, and it's going to give you a criminal category based on your criminal history. Misdemeanors, they count back 10 years. Felonies count back 15 years. And then if you got 2 or 3 possessions of firearms, you qualify for the Armed Career Criminal Act, which is a 924C. They got a year to file it. So what they're gonna do is, so if you got the Nellis, you got the West Side, you got the Athens, right? That in itself would trigger a RICO, because now they get to say you was a criminal enterprise, African as and then they're gonna put the Rosecrans music in it. As you see, the title got General Rosecrans. General Rosecrans was a white man, matter of fact. So, man, when you be putting these labels up and understand, go look at the history behind the name before you start doing it, because, man, you run around wearing these names and don't even know what they mean or what is the significance of mine, what is the history behind General Rosecrans, or none of that. You don't know if he's a slave over, you don't know none of that. You just know you popping it with Rosecrans. And that's just blood. That's not only blood. Them Crips is doing that too. You know, if they own it, bro, Cran, they saying it too. So I'm just telling you guys, you know, investigation recovered 23 firearms, suppressors, high capacity firearm magazines, along with significant quantities of suspect methamphetamine, cocaine, fentanyl, marijuana, and other narcotics for the purpose of sales of multiple locations. Large U.S. currency also seized in several locations that were searched. So let me show you this. Let me give you a picture of what was happening. There you go. Those were the goddammits that they collected. Those are some of the goddammits that was collected in the seizure. And yeah, so yeah, as you can see, man, anybody that got caught with a ghost gun, a switch, or anything of that caliber or that nature, man, you're done. You're done. Stick a fork in you, bro. And I don't know, you know, I've been to the feds. I understand it a little better than most, because I had to sit in the law libraries and read those federal seconds and federal thirds and do shepherdized case law and all this different stuff, and see how where they made a mistake. Because see, the key is on the book, so it's federal seconds. There's a key on the book, and the key represents locking the door and open the door. So you got to know how to use the law in order to undo whatever they apply, because they do make mistakes. Don't think that they do make mistakes. Your job is to find mistakes. So it's crazy to me when I see individuals on the internet, especially people in jail on the internet, talking crazy to people outside, and they're not going to the law library. They're not doing a significant amount of research and seeing what the elements of their case and what can they do to get overturn their cases. Yet they arguing with dudes on the streets on the internet. So that in itself is functional retarded, to be honest with you. So yeah, its investigation recovered 23 firearms as suppressors. That's interesting. That's another federal charge. High capacity firearms magazines, along with significant quantities of suspect methamphetamine. So yeah, I got the whole thing right here. So yeah, so it's public information. Again, I'm not making anything up. This is what they're putting out on the websites, and if you know how to do the research, you'll be able to go to find it yourself. Yeah. So yeah, it's public information, guys. Now it's typing on its own. Let me get that out of there. Yeah, Operation Safe Street. Operation underscore. Yeah, so yeah, that's where we at with it, guys. I mean, I hope you guys can appreciate the enlightenment. This is not an indictment, but enlightenment to those who are in need of understanding and clarity. Because again, if you don't understand the citizen guidelines, then you don't understand everything that's going to be up against you or everything that they're going to utilize to prosecute you. And they got a year's time to come back with it. Um, I saw the feds arrest multiple people in my case, and at that time we didn't think nothing of it. And they was writing, and some of the people didn't even tell us that they was writing them tickets. You get caught with two birds, right? And the sheriff writes you a ticket and lets you out. Come on, man. And you didn't think to come back to tell us that? Not that I don't know if we could have done anything about it, but at least we would have known better. You know, it's just I don't know, man. I think it's just our people, man. We get caught up in these whirlwinds and these twisted lifestyles and thinking that we have arrived and think that somehow this is going to be some type of longevity thing. No, it's very short term, a lot of money, but very short lived. But a lot of time, significant amount of time. So again, these are the cases you want to look up. The 924C was using a firearm in the commission of a crime, and the 924E is Armed Career Criminal Act, which has a mandatory minimum of 15 years, start at 15, and then it goes up from there. And then you got the 924G, which is possession of a firearm that was transported interstate commerce that broke the interstate commerce. You took it from, or you got it from another state. That gun was registered in Connecticut, but you got it in California. So that's the breaking of the commerce right there. I hope you guys got something from this, and we're gonna continue to follow this. Again, it's all public information, guys. I don't deal in nothing. I don't deal in spookism or he said, she said, or dude said, or none of that. I don't do that. I just look for the information. If I find it, then I'll talk about it or I'll do a reaction to it. It's just it's a bad situation because the technology that they're using, you can't be on your phone texting your homeboys after a crime. You can't be on your phone FaceTime and texting or asking your homeboy what happened, and they get to explain it to you to text message and all this other stuff. When you automatically know that you notice you don't see a whole lot of police because they're all either on cyberspace or monitoring cameras, the flock cameras, the LBT cameras, CBT cameras, their recognitions. They're just taking in data. And then, even when people run up in them stores, taking clothing and all this stuff, man, they let them go, man. Because they just jump from frame, from camera to camera to camera, all the way to the locations that they're going to. Then they go kick the door and arrest them with all the goods. So, if you think you're getting away with something, you're not. This technology that they're using is far superior than that of the technology that they was using in 99 and 99 and 2000 when they got us. And actually they started about 99, arrested us in 2001. So that's where we at with it, fellas. But anyway, guys, share this information, put it out there, for everybody to get it. Mel, thank you for the text message. I got that, but I was rolling at the time. Right on, Standing Man. Standing Man, my guy, man. Right on, Stan. Jones as well. Yeah. Slick should be watching the Raiders game. Slick ain't watching no Raiders, man. How do I get my money back? Yeah, you get your money back. Your legal money, they can't take your legal money. If your money come from a paycheck, you're gonna just, you probably have to go get a lawyer to do it slick. But yeah, if you go get your paychecks and everything and tell a lawyer you need your money back, man, he can go get your money. Definitely go get your money, man. They cannot take your legal money. They have to get that back. That's the hard-earned work for money. You got the right to remain silent. You definitely do. This is Super Bowl coming. Yeah, that's got a lot to do with it too, Keith. Make no mistakes about that. Rosecrans. Yeah, I kind of, in a way, I feel bad because people didn't know, especially, you can do what you want with whatever name you want to do, but know the history of it. What is the history of that name? So you know exactly what you're doing and what representing at the time. But anyway, I am Professor Melly Mill, the Hood Postman. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Man, share this information for those who need it. And those who disregard it, that's okay too, because they're gonna need to hear it. Because I know what to file. I know show calls. I know to file a show calls. I know to file to Jinx and Brady and Lemonite, motions to the courts. I know what to file. But anyway, that's another story, man. Get with me on the sidebar. I'm going to talk about it even more. With that being said, I am Professor Melly Mel, the Hood Postman. Be sure to click that notification bell, like, subscribe, and share this information. Lock the door. It's from the east side to the west side, to Compton, or wherever it may seem to be. Lock that goddamn door and say no more.
Cali finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing, they see me shining. That's hard work, proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me, that's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted to this paper stacking, and I don't talk about it, I just make it happen.